Hello and congratulations on getting access to this video course on Facebook Ad Tracker. So this is video number 1, which is the introduction to Facebook tracking. So the goal of this course is to really simplify things so that Facebook ads and Facebook tracking doesn't seem that complex. So in this video course, we're going to look at different types of funnels and how to correctly set up your Facebook pixel tracking. And more importantly, this is not some hypothetical theory. You're going to be giving some real life practical examples. We're going to take a look at different types of funnels and where you should add your code and all of that. So don't worry, we'll show you step by step. Now, before we get started, I want to talk about mindset because that's very important. Now, in order to succeed at Facebook ads, you must be willing to train your pixel. So what that means is that you're not expecting to make tons of profit out of the gate. Now, that might happen with some of you, but for the most part, if you're starting from scratch and you have a brand new pixel with no data whatsoever, then you're going to need to train that pixel. So training a pixel basically means that you get traffic to your website where the pixel is located, and Facebook is able to figure out what kind of traffic is coming to your site, and of course what kind of traffic is buying your product. So who is considered a lead and all of that. And then in the future, you can create a lookalike audience, and then Facebook will go out in their database and will be able to figure out who they can target and who is most likely to become your lead. So rather in this case, you're going to be spending some money to gather the data so that Facebook can figure out the right buyer. Because it's a big misconception that a lot of people think that, okay, if I set up a Facebook ad, I'm going to get, really good results right away. And that's usually far from the truth. So now that that's out of the way, and hopefully we've brought you to more of a realistic point of view, what I want to do now is give you a quick overview of what's inside this video course. So video number 1 is this video here. And video number 2 is Business Manager Setup. So before you can start doing ads, you need to set up your Business Manager. And what this does is it centralizes everything so that you can access your pages, your ad accounts, your pixels, and you can even add people to give access to certain things. So let's say, for example, that you decide to hire a Facebook ad person. You can give them read-only access if you just want them to take a look, or you can give them access to the whole campaign to edit and run your ads. So that's crucial. That's the step number 1. Video number 3, we're going to talk about how to go about creating a Facebook pixel. We'll talk about things like, should you have 1 pixel or 2 pixels, or when should you use several pixels, right? Video number 4, we'll talk about standard events, and I'll give you a quick overview of that. And briefly, basically what standard events are they allow you in Facebook to figure out who's coming to your website. Are they just a visitor? Are they somebody who filled out a form and all of that? So it basically allows you to figure out what are people doing in your funnel and whether your funnel is working or not. Video number 5, we'll talk about the email opt-in funnel events. So we'll take a look at a typical email opt-in funnel or a lead magnet funnel where you send people to a page and then you ask for the email and their name, they fill it out, and then they get sent to another page. So that's a basic email opt-in funnel. So I'm going to give you a real live example. We're going to use ClickFunnels. I'm going to walk you through step by step. I'm going to show you where you can place the pixel code, how you can go about creating the pixel code, and all of that. So this video here is really what sets the tone for all the rest of the videos. So video number 6, I'm going to show you a mind map on how to set up a funnel that caters to people who abandoned the cart. So what that means is people who, they went to your store, they added some products to their cart, they clicked add to cart, they're at the cart page, but for whatever reason, they decided not to buy. So I'm going to show you a mind map there and show you what you need to do. And based on video 5, obviously, if you watch that, you'll know where to put your pixel code. Video number 7 takes it a step further, and this is the purchase funnel events. And what this is it based on the abandoned cart, after they purchase, you send them to the purchase page. And what else? We could send them to a one-time offer. We could create a custom audience. We could segment them and all of that. So this actually goes a little bit more further into a deeper purchase funnel. And of course, video number 8 is great for, service-based businesses, consultants, coaches who want to build a funnel that captures a lead or gets somebody to fill out a form. So maybe you want to send them to a page, you want them to fill out a form, you want them to book a call. How do you go about doing that? How do you create your pixel codes? We'll talk about that. Now, once you've gone through the funnels and you have a better idea and you go ahead and install your pixel code, then we want to make sure that we test to make sure that it actually works, right? So video number 9 is about how to test your pixel and make sure that it is active. There's nothing that you have to pay for. It's a free app that you can install in your Google Chrome browser, and I'll show you how to find it, how to figure out whether your pixel code has been properly installed. So let's talk about getting started here. You're obviously going to need to have a Facebook ad account. You'll need to have a business manager account as well, but we'll talk about that in the next video. You'll need a landing page builder or a website. And if you use a landing page builder like ClickFunnels or Lead Pages, it's going to be a lot easier because they have set things up so that you can easily add tracking codes to the header. And you need to have a business funnel. If you don't have that right now, then this might give you some ideas. All right, so with that said, let's move on to video number 2. Hello and welcome back. This is video number 2. And in this video, we're going to talk about the business manager and setting things up and why you need to have business manager. So before we talk about pixels, it's crucial that you go ahead and create a business manager. And we'll talk briefly about it first before we go ahead and do that. And then of course, after that, I'm going to show you around the business manager to give you an idea of why it's so important. You should never log into your Facebook personal ad account. You should always create your business manager so that Facebook sees you as a business. Now, the good thing about Business Manager is it allows you to centralize all of your ad accounts, your Facebook pages, your Facebook pixels, and even give people access to certain pages, certain ad accounts that you might hire in the future. So if you have, let's say, for example, a Facebook ad specialist, you can give them read-only access, or you can give them campaign level access so that they can create ads for you. So just to give you an idea of Facebook Business Manager, if you go to facebook.com/business/tools/business-manager, you'll get a glimpse of why Facebook sees Business Manager as such an important tool. So as you can see, it says manage everything in one place. And it says control and share access to your pages and accounts and more. You can see what's going on. So you pretty much can do anything from the Facebook Business Manager. So as you can see, you can give existing permissions to certain pages, to certain accounts, to certain people. And what that allows you to do is protect your account. You see, back in the day when Business Manager was non-existent, you would have to literally give people your own personal Facebook account. So this is a great way to kind of bypass that. So in terms of security, you don't have to do that. So what I recommend you do is go ahead and create an account and then go to business.facebook.com, which is over here. And you'll see a blue button that says Create Business. And then, of course, you'll see this right here. So all you have to do is simply put the name of your business or account name, your business email, and click Next. Once you do that, you have created your business, and then we can log in. Okay, so once you create your Facebook Business Manager, you're going to see something like this. Now, I've blurred out some private information, but you'll kind of get an idea. But on the left side, where it says People, you can click that, and then, of course, you can invite either people that you outsource Facebook ads to. You can invite your virtual assistant to have access to certain pages and so forth. So pages, you can create pages, add accounts, you can create more ad accounts. And then, of course, pixels down here, you can create additional pixels. Now, bear in mind that each ad account has its own pixel, but pixels down here will allow you to create a pixel, which thereby you can share it with different businesses. Now, up at the top left-hand corner where it says Business Settings, if you click that, you will be able to get a bigger menu of business managers. So, for example, Ads Manager will allow you to create ads. Audience Insights will allow you to kind of get an idea of who to target. We've got pixels down here. We've got page posts and a lot more. So the most of you will typically use Ads Manager, audiences. So you can create custom audiences, which basically means you can create segments of people, maybe that visited your page, or you create a different audience of people who purchased your product, or people that visited the add to cart but did not purchase. And then you could perhaps show a retargeting ad to them and things like that. So this is kind of just a glimpse of why Business Manager is so important. With that said, let me show you how to get access to your pixel or even create a pixel in the next video. Hello and welcome back. This is video number 3, and we're going to talk about how you can get access to your Facebook ad pixel and how you can also go about creating new ones. So all you have to do is simply go to business.facebook.com and log into your business manager, as we talked briefly about this in the previous video. And up at the top, you want to put your mouse over here. And to the right, you're going to see Measure and Report. And underneath this, you're going to see Events Manager and Pixels. So what you want to do is you can either click on Pixels or Event Manager. In this case, we'll click on Pixels. Now, bear in mind that the user interface can change, but a lot of times it will be the same in terms of what to access and what you have access to and all that. So really what you're interested in are the pixels. So right now in this account, you can see that I have several pixels, and we can get an idea of the traffic that is going to them, the standard events, and we'll talk more about standard events and why they're important in terms of being inside of your funnel, trying to figure out, okay, is this person just a lead? Have they opted in to your landing page? Have they purchased? Have they taken a certain action? So it's wise to create different standard events to get a better idea of who completes certain actions within your funnel. Otherwise, you're not going to know, right? So to create a pixel, all you have to do is click on Add New Data Source, click on Facebook Pixel, and it'll bring up a menu that looks like this. So all you need to do is simply name the pixel. So depending on what you're trying to promote, or put it as your business name, you can put this here as long as you know what that is going to be in the future. So if you name it something that you will have no idea what it is in the future, then that's a concern. So make sure that you name it something that you're promoting, something that is related to your business. And then of course, as an option, you can enter your website URL right here. Now, when you're done, you can click create. Now, before we do that, you can see that it says create up to 100 pixels with your business account. Now, I will say that if you're promoting different products, you may want to have a different pixel for different products. And the reason being is because what the Facebook pixel is it's basically a piece of tracking code that gathers data about the people that visit a certain site. So let's say, for example, that you're promoting scuba diving. So you're not going to want to have ads related to scuba diving and ads related to car repair all on the same pixel. Because what's going to happen is the people that are interested in car repair, Facebook is going to gather that data, and then they're going to gather the other data of the other niche, and then it's going to mesh it all together. So the purpose of the pixel is not just for tracking, but to tell Facebook what kind of customer that you are trying to attract. Because later down the road, as you begin to collect the data, you begin to train the pixel, as they say, then you will be able to create lookalike audiences where you can tell Facebook and say, hey, go out and find customers similar to the people that are visiting this page where the pixel is located. So you want to make sure that you have totally different pixels for totally different niches. So just keep that in mind when you create your pixels. So go ahead and do that, click create, and you're good to go. Okay, so once you create the pixel and you fill in your name and the website URL, you're going to see this pop-up. The next thing you need to do is get your pixel code. Now, it gives you 3 different options, and of course, like I said, Facebook can change. They change their user face a lot, but what you're looking for is the manually install pixel code yourself. Now, if you want to email these pixels to your developer, you can do that via the 3rd option, but we're going to click this. So as you can see here, it says step number 1, locate the header code for your website. So what we want to do is we want to find the pixel, which is this item here. So if I click this, it will immediately copy the pixel. So right now I have the code on my clipboard. Now we're going to need to insert that code, as Facebook is saying, in the head tags. Now, if you do not know HTML and you want to give it to your developer, that's fine. But for the most part, if you're using something like a website builder or a landing page builder, then you want to basically put the tracking code, which is what the pixel is, into the header tag. So I'm going to give you an example by using a program called ClickFunnels, which allows you to create landing pages. And it's very similar concept as other landing page builders, but basically you want to put this in the head code. So we'll give you an idea of how all that works and how to do all that when we talk about funnels later down the road in the end of the video course. Now, another thing you want to do is on step 3, it says automatic advanced matching. We want to turn that on. So we want to click turn on. So we want to turn all these on, and then we want to click continue. Now, at this point, Facebook is going to talk about standard events. Now, we're going to stop here because that's enough information. So what I want you to do is go ahead and create your pixel, get the code, and put it on your clipboard and save it in a safe location. And don't worry about standard events. We'll talk more about that in the next video.